Antarctica is the highest, driest, coldest, windiest continent on Earth. I think essentially that human beings are a bit like tea bags and only reveal their true strength in hot water. And the story I'm about to share with you really is an epic of human struggle and a triumph of the human spirit, and involves two great polar explorers, namely Robert Falcon Scott and Roald Engelbrecht Gravening Amundsen. Robert Falcon Scott was a Royal Naval officer, a man who graduated on the torpedoes and torpedo boats and was the darling of the Royal Geographical Society. Roald Amundsen was born and raised in Norway, the son of a wealthy shipbuilder, a man who had a privileged upbringing where he spent a great deal of his life skiing and fishing. But Amundsen, with his team of 4 sleds and 52 dogs, would take off in early October of 1911, headed for the South Pole. And Scott would send the dogs and their handlers back to the hut and proceed from here by manpower or man-hauling alone. Man-hauling requires 4 men in 2 pairs on skis, each linked with a trace to a sled that you're now pulling in unison across the ice and snow. Man-hauling is considered to be one of the most grueling physical activities available to a human being. Kind people, Antarctica is a mighty place. Do you know that from Framheim to the South Pole, along the route Amundsen took, is a distance of 820 miles, more than 1,300 kilometers. Scott's base was 60 miles further away, 880 miles, more than 1,400 kilometers, in a roughly straight line from the hut to the South Pole. It is an extremely long walk. And as this group of 5 turned and began to make their way back towards Cape Ross, the tragedy would begin to unfold.